one in the end. But Hartlepool could also have, made something out of it at the end, having equalised. Let's go straight to the business end. Nanedu, match, one of the toughest games I in the Ghana Premier League this season.
Yes, before the start of the game, we were talking about it's one of the best games I've been in the Premier League is this venue because of the performance of these two teams in the second round and what Samartex did in the first round. The game here a making statement to both sides. If Samartex are able to pick the maximum win, it's a sign of telling everybody in the Ghana Premier League that they have what it takes to win the Premier League. The same as House of Folk. So far, after 5 games under Abubakar Ouattara, 11 points out of possible 15. Sign BHL, they are yet to lose a game in the Premier League. So if Samartex are able to pick the maximum 3 points against them, a big statement for them. So I know it was going to be a difficult game, but the Samartex team were good, especially from their wing play from the left side. That is where they were putting a lot of pressure on the Heart of Folk team. And the midfielders dominating the first half. Second half, they tried to open up a little to score, another goal. And that is one thing that helped them. So a big win at the Samartex team. And I'm happy for the people at Samartex and Samna Boy. Winning away is a good statement for them. Beating Asante Kotoko by 1-0 was a free kick. Beating Heart of Folk by 2-1. Last season, they were able to win against them 3-2. So it tells you they have what it takes to beat the big clubs in the Ghana Premier League. So a team like this, Otumiko all out to win the Ghana Premier League, it's not a news because of the recent performance they've been putting up in the Premier League.
Yeah, Coach, before I need to greet you on, the goals and decisions and all the rest of it, it's not the 2-1 score line, but the manner, the way Samartex, it's me winning. I mean, after the equalizer, a lot of teams would think, okay, 1 point against Hearts, it's okay. We're still top. We've got a point. We're at home. But they actually went on looking for that win.
Yeah, you see, I was talking about the midfield play of Samartex, and they kept on dominating the midfield. House of Folk had the equalizer from that free kick from Kakari, which Beidu couldn't handle, and then of course Hamza Isa was at the right place, the right time, because James will not play them on. And so that one is clear that it was a perfect goal from Hamza Issa. So I had expected House of Folk it was about 15 or 14 minutes to the end of the game. They could have managed it. In as much Samartex were probing for arena, House of Folk were also trying to score. So you realize that the defense doesn't need to communicate because James Kofi Agbesima was just there. He saw Amankwa Befi not being at the right position, but saw Evans Osei-Usu. Did he communicate with? There was no communication. If we can have a look at it, there wasn't any communication. So for leaving Evans Osei-Usu 1v1 is even dangerous than leaving him alone. Of course, I felt that Attack could have done better. Just watch it. Look at Amankwa Befi and look at where the position of Evans Osei-Usu. So who was supposed to communicate to who?
At this point, Evans had options. Just tap it slowly.
Let him go back. Just go back. Go back a little bit for us to. Please go back and let's see. Just go back. We go.
It was a counter.
Yeah. No. The point is that you look at
what was winning?
From an offensive. Hearts were looking to score.
And I'm saying that. Yeah. Look at the time. It was about
still go back.
10 minutes to the end of the game. You have struggled in midfield.
Yeah.
The Samartex has dominated all the departments of the game.
I think we should still go back because we need to see where.
Yeah, I'm saying that you have fought hard to get the equalizer.
I think it's from here.
Yes, watch 3 players of House of Folk and then 2 players. Dawda Seidu, he sent the ball to Evans Osei-Usu. And look at the position of Amankwa Befi. He was not even looking at his back, whether there was a player behind him or not. And I'm saying that Kofi Agbesima should be the one communicating in as much that Amankwa Befi was not at his position. You were the last player to see Evans Osei-Usu standing there alone. No communication. And I'm saying that 1v1 with the player Evans Osei-Usu is dangerous than to leave him alone. But I felt that Attack should have done better. Yeah. Attack should have done this ball, a lot of goalkeepers would have saved it. Attack could have done better by saving House of Folk from conceding this second goal. But you give credit to Evans Osei-Usu because he thought that, look, let me position myself. I've got the pace, I've got the skill, and of course, Amankwa Befi tried, but at a point I thought that they have a certain Michael Ampadu on the bench. He should have come to replace Amankwa Befi because I've said it that look, Michael Ampadu knows Evans Osei-Usu very well because they were both in the U23. He knows him very well. Defensively, if you ask me, Amankwa Befi is not better than Michael Ampedu. But at a point, the way and the manner Evans Osei-Usu was operating, at a point, you realize that Kayeke also joined him there. So there were a lot of load on Amankwa Abefi. So of course, he was tired. Because looking at where he was, and not even looking at his back, nobody was communicating to him. Just to leave Evans Osei-Usu, the dangerous player on the field of play, at that moment or throughout the game, you don't leave him at that position. But Atta should have done better. To be honest with you, Atta could have saved us from considering the second goal.
I said, power move, Nana.
That was what I was talking about. I said, Baby Odina, for him to have that seconds to position himself where and shoot from that angle, at least one of the defenders should be smart and cover. That is one thing. Abesima was running from the left side of their defense. Where was Winnie to cover for them? So I think it was a major problem for the House of Folk defense. Winnie and Abesima, there was a big gap between him and where Evans Osei-Usu was running from. Fine, Amankwa Abefi is an offensive-sided right back. He will go forward. But Winnie and Kofi Abesima, their presence are very important in situations like this. So you can see Abesima was running to cover for them, but it was late. And Evans Osei-Usu had enough time to position himself to score from the angle. Atta, our problem with the reach in recent times.
About the ball now, almost fly to a man of perfect through ball. Yeah, Atta's reach, maybe he could have done better.
Yes, I was
it wasn't
about
at
that.
the top corner.
Yes, Atta's reach is questionable in situations like this, and I think that was.
And guys, O2, yeah. If I just say O2, like he should dive and fly.
Atta didn't dive. Watch the.
He dived.
And coach,
this is not diving.
He didn't fly. That's why sometimes
this is not diving.
Sometimes some of
dive,
these,
but and yet. Oh, how do I say it in English?
you call this dive.
It's a dive.
Watch the right leg of Atta.
Okay.
It's not on the turf.
All right.
So what is the diving?
He didn't fly. It went.
So I'm saying he didn't dive. Watch the right foot of Atta.
Coach, he dived, but
coach, in situations that sometimes some of the goalkeepers.
Although he dived, but
one of their right, one of their hands.
No, Atta is left.
That is the best option.
So he didn't dive.
He dived.
Okay, anyway. That is
coach, where are they? Where are they?
He was falling. Yes. Atta is not diving. He's falling.
Oh, Debbie.
What is Debbie?
A dive, but one flight with two.
Flying there.
With two. No.
That was why I was talking about it.
He has problem with it.
Use one of his hands, especially the left one.
Just one.
Yes, left one. No, they are training. It's a big ball. No. So sometimes goalkeeper.
No, I'm using the word to Otua. He will be off the ground,
and that is why his foot is on the ground. So what did he do?
What didn't take off?
That's what I'm saying. Atta could have saved us of folk. Let's be honest. Atta failed to save us of folk at the crucial time.
Let's also give the striker
no doubt about Evans Osei-Usu. We've spoken about him. He had it right. He positioned himself, but Atta could have saved us of folk from this situation. Yeah, well. To be honest with you, you watched the Uganda goalkeeper yesterday.
Yeah.
You watch him, watch the reflexes, you watch the diving,
and he's not very
watch the Ghanaian goalkeeper. For me, Atta didn't save us of hope. In as much that Amankwa Abefi was not at his position, you lost of concentration, communication didn't happen between Abesima and of course Winnie. Atta should have done better.
Okay. Modern things in goalkeeping right now. Sometimes some of these goalkeepers need to learn from. Fine, Atta organizing the defense very well. Very well.
He did a save from a free kick from KK.
But
he dived.
Reflexes near problem, Kaka.
On that, and also dive here.
You need to improve on that. From that score.
And he got hurt.
Most of these situations, goalkeepers will use the left hand.
And we already on dive here.
It's okay. It's okay. Good. You see this one? No, in as much that the ball went over the wall. So it was difficult for him, but he was able to save. Yes, you see, he was able to two hands, but he was able to save this. Now look, what is right foot? Is his right foot on the turf?
I had no way to what dive.
That's what I'm saying. The first one he did it for the goal. He did it.
Well, this is a fantastic save.
I agree, and I'm saying that the one that Evans scored, he didn't.
But yeah, monitor Atta. In the second round, the first game in the second round, you can see the overbloated attack we saw in the first round is gone. But after 1 month, it looks like
round one rather all bobo on a regular.
Right after the first round, so the first game in the second round, the pictures in the videos, but after maybe 4 or 5 games,
okay, can we go back? Perhaps before the shot, Atta here should be taken, maybe going closer to his right?
Yeah, whether right or left. The player deceived Atta one. No problem. No, Atta knew he was going to shoot. Do you understand? But there was power and precision. But my problem was that this is not diving. You understand my point?
Why the two hands? Shoot the left.
So the question is, this is not diving.
Technique.
Or is it diving? No. No.
Attempted dive.
No. You don't take anything away from Ivan Sosewusu. He has been a brilliant player on the day, and he has tormented us to folk from the Amankwabe FE side with Kayeke and doubt that Seydou in Milford. No doubt about it. But at a situation like this, a goalkeeper has to save the club. And Atta failed to do that.
But yeah, sometimes the pre-assist and the assist is crucial, just like the goal. That pass from that holding midfielder to Ivan Sosewusu was crucial on that score. And I think this particular season, arguably, he has been the best defensive midfielder we've seen in the Premier League. Or combining a player or you shoot a defender in front of the back four. He passes very well. You remember the heydays of Michael Essien as a defensive midfielder. He passes well, or the also. That is what I'm seeing for Seydou Dauda. A good midfielder in the Samartex team, and as it stands now, the best holding midfielder I've seen in the Ghana Premier League. Now, most of the holding midfielders I've seen this particular season in the Premier League. Oh, yes.
Oh, he's the best. No doubt about it. Yeah, if you've watched his matches, his days with Ashgood, he was not playing.
Yeah.
He was on the bench of Ashgood. And Eso was playing. Eso, Apia Makati, and Stephen Banahen, and they were the ones playing. You see,
that pass.
Very intelligent.
Yeah, the point is that he saw his player alone. Yeah. There wasn't any
one show.
He has seen him already. We call something a mirror pass in football.
Yeah, he only did that.
And coach, before look at where Winimi was standing. Otanga called him. So Winimi came to cover for Otanga. So there was a big gap between Winimi and Kofi Agwesima. That is where Ivan Sosewusu was passing. So that is where Seydou, as who said, there is Sosewusu running from the left. So that pass from Seydou was a crucial moment of the game.
Man of the match, definitely.
Oh, Ivan should take it.
I think last 3 games, coach, Washe
I think about 5 or 6 goals that he has scored.
And this is the equalizer.
James Sewanu played the Azufo players on.
Now should be before everybody's hands
up. Yes, because they decided to go in for the offside trap, but I think James Sewanu played them on. But I think that the rebound on Russian Hamza was there. And for me, that was a perfect equalizer for Hartlepool.
And at 1-1, and Hartlepool, the way they've been playing, you think that they could surprise Samartex?
It's not about surprise. They could have managed the game. Yeah, Amankwabe, you don't need to search forward. Get closer to Evans or Sewusu. Close him down. Kayeke should be closed down by Otanga. And of course, the 2 centre backs to make sure that they cover the goalkeeper very well. It is about managing. So that they brought on Kakari. Who holds on possession. He holds that play. Is very fantastic. Esubontin can run with the ball. So they could have managed that 10 minutes of the game by not conceding that goal. But Samartex wanted to score. So they multiply in the offensive area or defensive area of Hasselhoff, which for them, they got the advantage of Hasselhoff losing concentration on the part of Amankwabe to punish Hasselhoff.
And coach, Winimi has replaced Kelvin Osiesibe very well in their recent games at Hasselhoff ball. But I think today's game is one of the games that the Hasselhoff supporters will miss Kelvin Osiesibe. A direct defender, no nonsense man, very good with the feet, and quite often you that from a clear balls. And what Hasselhoff. So a game like this, they will miss Kelvin Osiesibe, and I think his injury has really affected them in some of their few games in recent times. And inconsistency, what Afan is one of the things is affecting them. But I think this particular game, let's give credit to Seydou and of course Ivan Sosewusu. The link-up play from their midfield to the attack.
Today overweight.
And there were more of a player. You have the free roll on the pitch. He can go all around and make sure he supports. And Bassett is doing more of the defensive work, sitting right in front of the back four. So pressure was not on the Samartex central defenders. There was no really pressure on him.
Okay. Coach, is he one of the underrated players in the Ghana Premier League? Apart from his, what's the word to use? dead ball situations. When he's on the ball, he looks as if he's not interested.
Check the days of Kayeke in Karela. He was one of the best. He came to Kotoko. Injuries worried him. He wasn't lucky at Kumasi as at Kotoko. He and Adom Frimpong were not lucky. Adom left for Adriana. Super. No injuries. Kayeke left for Samartex, and that is how you see him play. He's fully fit. I hardly hear Kayeke being on an injury list when he went to. So he wasn't lucky at Kumasi as Ade Kotoko. But he's one player Coach Karim Zito always love to see to play. He's very workaholic in midfield, and he plays with strength and power.
Or some agility.
That is why I always say Kayeke like this. Everyone finish business. I'm in the big clubs. He should move to either Kotoko or House of Folk at the end of the season. Or outside the country.
Good point. But if he's doing it at Samartex, why would you want to move?
No, he said he should move. The point is that if figures will be met, why not? Because I've heard the player talk that we want finish business, be or baby. Okay. But do you think Samartex will allow him to go? You get up. Because we were here when Evans was leaving Tema Youth. He went as a free agent.
Yeah.
The teams that you're talking about were here. He went. Mama from Tema Youth also left. He went.
And the Sky
Owusu from Karela second round. He left.
Sky
Baba Musa Sky. He was the best player in Division 1, top scorer in Division 1. All the teams wanted him. He went for Samartex. So probably there's something with Samartex that the players go
and they are playing in their nationality team.
Right.
Today they played very well, but I think that Azufuk, for me, didn't come to party. Especially the midfield of Azufuk that I've seen in their last 4 games. Salif Ibrahim, Linda, and of course Utanga. To me, they were not in the game today. It was all.
Was it too physical? You think?
No, the game was physical. The game was physical, and football is physical. But Samartex players added physical to skill, and of course.
So, Samartex, if their last 5, Hearts of Oak rather. So this is the
last 5.
The away game for us.
Away, yeah. This is the only defeats.
Apart from the Swatraman win.
Yeah, 3 draws.
3 draws, 1
win. So, yeah, you gotta feel that Hearts were really on the ascendancy. But looking at the way Samartex played,
the nations game.
It will be difficult. Okay, there you go. General stats. And 1 defeat in 5. Before then, of course, before AFCON, so they won. So that's 6. They've lost 1 in 6. Their last 6 games.
Well, it's not bad performance. I mean, Coach Abubakar Ouattara has done very well. In as much that as of folk today, I told you about the toughest game of Abubakar Ouattara before the start of the game. That it is this game. And of course, anybody that watched this game would testify to it that look, Samartex was very tough for us. They dominated. As you see, when you are playing Samartex and you allow them to dominate your midfield, you are dead.
Interesting that Nations are the only team who have managed to go there, and Nations are actually now being seriously mentioned in some quarters that if the big boys or even if Samartex slip, Nations will be right there to
out
pick
of
up
the 6 points between Samartex and Nations. Nation took all the 6 points.
Home and away.
Mingle went there. He made sure Dauda, Kayeke, and Evans Oseusu will not play. So when they had their goal, they came to manage for Samartex. Samartex hit the crossbar, they hit the pole, they created the chances. And that was why their goalkeeper won the MVP on the day. That is a Nation's goalkeeper. They managed the situation because the pressure was too much. They had already had their goal and they managed it.
Perhaps the biggest
But Evans Oseusu was not in the game. Kayeke couldn't play, and of course that was it. These are key players of Samartex. If you don't function in a game, that is where they suffer. So you monitor their away games, and you realize that teams take advantage of that. But looking at today's game, for instance, Otanga for me was tackling, but he was not playing. He was tackling, struggling with Kayeke, but he was not playing. Kayeke was struggling, fighting with Otanga, but he was playing. Dauda Seydou was free because Salif Ibrahim was not much for him in terms of strength. Linda Imtangi was on the other side, and Okra as a defender was used as a defensive midfielder today
to counter.
Of course, so you realize that they were physical on him on 3 occasions. He went down and then they had to come and attend to him. So tactically, they were able to make sure that House of Folk players will not be in when it comes to the 50-50 balls.
And
when House of Folk introduced Kakari, You realize that Hasselhoff began to play because he's one player, he dribbles, he holds up play, and then opens up defense. So after Hasselhoff got the equalizer, that is why I had expected them to manage their back and make sure that Samartex will not come back into the game. But unfortunately for Hasselhoff, Amankwa Befi, Winimi, and of course Kofi Agbesima couldn't stop those runs. And then Atta also failed to do that.
Coach, when you look at the Hasselhoff team, because they are not playing direct wing play, it's also affecting their game. They need sometimes, some of their games, they need direct wingers in the game. Linda and Tange, Salif Ibrahim, on a good day, they are offensive midfielders. They are not direct wingers. Games like this, away games, you need to, exploit the opposition's wing play. Afu was moving up most of the time, so you need one direct winger who will be on up for the left back of Samartex club, and I think
that is the captain for the side.
Yes, so that is one thing I was talking about. They need to make sure some of their games they get direct winger. You have Enokesu Bontin, who's a direct winger, Martin Kakari, a direct winger. Games like this will bring the best out of them, and I don't know the reason why some of these games, coach Ngambo, Embo one winger, so that you can use the wing play to get balls into the 18-yard, because Hamza is good in the air, he's good in the feet. Kasim Sise naturally is a top striker. Anytime they own your ball to the 18-yard box, he can score from all angles. So some of their games they need to move direct from the wings.
For him, he lost it when he was having encounters with the centre back of Aqua. Of Samartex, and the referee kept on warning him after he has given him the yellow card. So obviously a player of his stature, obviously he will not go into the game with full concentration, because a little bit trouble, the referee has to come in. Anytime Hasselhoff gets a corner kick or a long ball is sent in, a foul is also against him.
You get a sense that Samartex also knew that they have to kind of make sure they're on him. The tactics. They told the defender don't give him space. And for me, I think that Samartex had it right. Big games coming up tomorrow. But in the meantime, Jude Champong, all the way from California, is watching. It's been a while. Jude is busy, doing his own thing over there. And so too the Deputy Chief of Immigration, Mr. Nketia at airport. He says hi to you guys as well. Yeah, he's enjoying it. He's very happy because he's a Kotoko fan. But tomorrow, Kotoko have business against Nations. Big game.
When we look at the league log, Kotoko is below Hasselhoff on goals difference. So maybe Ochina win or draw for Asante Kotoko could move them above Hasselhoff. Omane has airport league on their own. So in their house, they will just need a win tomorrow to do something. I think
but Nations,
a win for them tomorrow.
A very tough against Nations, because if you want to talk about form guide, Nations currently are playing better than Asante Kotoko.
If Kotoko cannot score more than one goal tomorrow and they are not winning, because Nations will get a goal. If Asante Kotoko, this is a big warning to the team. If they cannot score more than one goal tomorrow, they are not winning.
Yeah, but
Nations FC will get a goal in Kumasi.
Yeah, even the scoring. Nations are going away from home and getting. They're the only team to have gone to Samartex. There's something about them, the fighting spirit.
That is why I'm telling the supporters, Kotoko, and say more than one goal tomorrow. They are not winning the game.
So a draw or defeat to Kotoko, is that not more problems for Prosper? Is he back? Will he be back on the bench?
No, he will not be on the bench.
I feel not be ban.
He will not be on the bench. So Prosper probably will have a discussion with the team before probably they get into the dressing room, or probably he will be on phone with the assistant coaches. I don't know how they are going to do it, but it's never going to be an easy game for them. Yeah. Before that game, Mediama will be playing Dreams FC. 2 reps for Africa, and Mediama is out now. Dreams FC is still in Africa. So how it goes, it's going to be a difficult one. That game is also coming live tomorrow on Adepa Channel 247 and Max TV. So tomorrow, Mediama Dreams is coming live on Max TV and Channel Adepa 247. And of course, the big game in Kumasi, 6 p.m. Kotoko, Nations FC. Nations is just to lose a game at home, and they are the only team that went to Summer Boy to beat the league leaders.
And they drew with Kotoko in the first. Remember that game?
Of course, that was where.
Okay, I hear the coaches are ready, so let's go back to Summer Boy and listen to them now.
Evans has been in some very fine form over the last 2-3 matches. He has scored 2 goals back to back, and he's showed wonderful skill here today. Evans, first of all, congratulations.
Media man, I was saying you focus on that match. Then you seek for victory. Then we target for another match. It's every match after match. We are not in a hurry.
Congratulations.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Evans speaks well. I'm very confident. even suggesting that they were not at full strength. He didn't say that, but what he's saying is that we had to make a few changes because we've got a couple of players out. So, you know.
The only player that is out is their number one goalkeeper who was on the bench, Kofi Ba, and of course Baba Musa. These are just the two players because the rest of the players that played have been the players that has been playing for them. You talk of Okra in midfield, you talk of Dauda Seidu, Kayeke, Mama has been striking, Ivan Sosewusu, and of course Baba Musa. So for me, I don't see anything wrong with that. But as you spoke about teamwork, of course, if you have a team, if you have been consistent and 2 or 3 players are from the bench to come in, of course, you are going to have your rhythm. But I'm happy for
the man of the match.
He winning the man of the match because he's one player I've worked close with. He's one player I know very well. On a very good day, he can mesmerize any defense, and I'm happy for him as a player. You know, he was supposed to go to Belgium, and something happened. He didn't go, and of course, before the chanting returned from Algeria, Samartex has already signed him and all that. So for me, I think I'm happy for him, and everybody who have seen that. Look, this is a rare talent that Ghana needs. On the part of Coach Abubakar Watara, I think that he said it right on top.
Yeah, like he admitted that it's my fault first.
Wrong choice.
Yeah, and then later.
Why? Because you remember I told you about the midfield play.
What about Befi? Befi on both occasions lost concentration for both goals. And now
if you know the Samartex team well, you won't play Amankwa Befi as a right back.
Yeah.
You won't. Yes, and I'm sure House of Folk also missed Dennis Corsa today. They really missed Dennis Corsa today. Because Leventus Atta has been... When was the last time he played? So it was a tough time for him. But getting to the latter part of the game, he was warming himself into the game, but it was too late for him. And in midfield, as I said, I felt that Afrani Opon should have partnered Otanga. That would have brought some stability for House of Folk in midfield. And then Salim Adams playing in front of them. That would have solved the House of Folk midfield problem. So for me, I think that coach accepting he made a mistake in terms of choices, and also he also admitted that they should blame him. He's going to deal with his side of not picking the right players before discussing with the players. I think that he has proven to be a good manager, and for me, it's good for the game.
Okay, Amansia Central. Where's Amansia Central? Nyameche. It's on the hi. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Good evening. Good evening. Let's say.
Hello, now
The batch of me here.
The kind of Amansia Central.
The batch of you.
And the two things, what we are here. Oh, sorry, good day, my own. Now, what's the thing here? I think some of the over. Oh, the more here. Fantasy boy. I don't know to be as much in the other thing here. So it's part of the swampy. That's the some of the little years. Oh, you're not all that much to be the next half night. I want to take some well, now I have to start my lady. You know what you want. Yeah, you could grow up here. Sorry.
He was suspended.
So, the question that you don't know is more. Like, if you're looking at people from I just want to. Don't care who I didn't put by the show.
Yo, yeah, that's it. That's what I said. Yeah, is he talking about the same referee, or generally speaking, he feels Hearts of Oak should be getting more penalties in their matches?
But I think that he's talking about the performance of Yahoo Bless. That is why he recalled the game that happened at the Baba Sports Stadium some time back. But I believe that there are some decisions that, for me, I felt that he had it wrong. But on the whole, I'll give it to him because, it's not easy being in the middle of a game between House of Folk and Samartex.
That's why you're the man in the middle. It's not easy, but that's why you and I are not there.
That's why I'm saying that some of the decisions, the one particular decision that I still remember, and I think that he was the one that Amankwa Befi was fouled on the line, just around the box, around the penalty area, and he refused to take it.
Let's go back on the line. Mr. Boedu from Nkoko. Good evening, Mr. Boedu. What you saying? Good.
And I almost said good football. I'm a empire. Now, referee, the central referee, he also did his best. Eye Samartex for your penalty also wanye. It will be to me in reference no me no come. And yes, all I think is Johnny Denya no be you.
Okay.
This is all my contribution.
Yo, but that's it. Thanks for the contribution. Samartex had a penalty that was appealed, that was not taken. Hearts also had. I think there were a couple in there. That's where they scored from. Samartex scored.
That's why I'm saying that some of his decisions that I disagree, but.
And he was very fair when he took his decision.
No, he wanted to have control over the game. If he had allowed the players to be such indisciplined, probably he may lose control. That is why early stages between Aqua and then Cisse Kasim, he wanted to stamp his authority when he showed Aqua the yellow card, and then Cisse also went in and he also had the yellow card. I think that he wanted to put his foot down, make sure that he is in charge of the game. But there were some decisions that I felt that he could have done better. Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe Saka has almost video analysis and match analysis for games, because when you look at the Samartex team, coach now admitted to say he did a mistake in player selection. When you monitor the Samartex team in recent times, Obiabe who said the two key players, Nene, Abaye, Seidu, and of course, Ivan Soseusu.
You are making mistake.
You are Kayeke.
This is you like he's part of it. If Baba Musa should be in there,
so someone needs to monitor those players for him and give information back to the coach.
Okay, Iman Ewahamana. So hi, Iman. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Yes, you're welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yes, we're listening.
You are. I'm calling from Boboashi.
Okay.
First half, no has me Samartex. Samartex has no penalty. First half, I keep on the shadow prior or delay time because Otanga, Linda, not carbon first and second. The referees have listed for a penalty. On one yet, and secondly to first advice has captain. And you know, make mistakes too much. I captain. You have to have command on the field. Why a baby stream there not cannot ban any back? You are you also. Although I'm here the but there's something you also too much. You have to talk to them because I'm give paper, papa. Thank you.
Thank you very much. But it was nice to hear what Tara saying. He takes the blame first of all.
No, but this is a fan. Of course, the Ohuyan Okan was coach now he made a mistake in terms of choices, right?
And then a penalty call.
Yes, but yeah,
he could have given it. He may not have given it.
No, you see, after Linda had the ball, the keeper also had his hand with the ball before that is. But I give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm saying that there are some decisions that I personally disagree with Yao Blessed. Personally, I disagree with him. But it was a very good game that we've just witnessed.
I think one of the best games we've seen in the second round. You know, Samartex has almost the good football in our local league, and we've seen some quality players. I think the next Black Galaxy squad, we should get quality local players in the team. And I think, for what I've seen this particular season in the Ghana Premier League, I will not be surprised in the Black Galaxy squad, you get more than 5 players for this Samartex team. And I think they've done a great job this season.
No doubt. Okay, Sama, Brigadier is on the line. Is it Brigadier or Brigadier? Brigadier. Good evening, Brigadier.
Yeah, Joe.
The battery, yeah, Joe. So, thank you, sir.
Yeah, Nanadu, or your French renew. Make us get show. Or your Yaminipa. Make us much wrong.
Or suffer.
Who name me? Make us much wrong. And you say, or cost of an assay, or cost of minimum year.
Of course, sorry, pa.
First time, but yeah, it's one cast. I see me say, the money fish like a credit. Channel, or Baba, Yamini for you. Oh, my Ghana. Yeah, I'm not coming. And then, should coach like an crepa. Don't share your bona, a 2 and 3, no. And I'm happy you lose much, no. A 2 and 3, no. I am very bad. And let me one more, yow. What's the born and a 250 car? Don't share ya. Born on your men, both. Only now, born and yes, a cry, hot born in yes, and a friend, I bought. A born in yes, a crop. Yow. Okay, so last time I said, a friend, monitor, a very good back, and that year. Now, in some cacao.
Okay.
Now, I see a friend saying, coverage, you know, and I'm always about that. The part of my wife.
Vachu.
Let me pass out my first division 1 money, a quite a say, Mokabang.
Division 1, yeah, who you might, you know,
because United, team here, almost supporters, we has Kotoko, and the former Edia Asgood Fido, when you see two support check, United. That's what I'm making. Oh dear, I have follow upon United matches.
Ukwa was a big club. But before
Heart of Lions, Vipers, 11 Wise, Hazakes. Do, you know.
But Ukwa was supporting
out to you.
Big club.
It's a traditional club. They have it.
On Ghana Premier League, it will be great.
Yeah, almost also third on the league
almost almost the same maybe.
Ukwa United,
of course, section of their supporters. Of course, they have to change it.
Because in terms of Omoba back this time round, in terms of support of Mbinyano, they would not have a problem. They've got the big men in Ghana.
Let's say hello to their CEO, Nana Kwame.
Nana Kwame of Kotoko.
Nana Kwame Dankwa.
So how is he managing that?
I can't tell.
the Kotoko job or a greater Accra regional.
Oh, okay.
We are talking about
or a head of management.
Time because you need time and dedication for this kind of job.
Most of the times, Division 1 matches in the Premier League matches. Do
you know he's a match commissioner? So please know how to talk.
No, he's a beach soccer committee member.
But currently he's a management member of the U23.
It means he's very competent.
Yes, that is what I can do. Nana Kwame Dankwa.
Okay, so the standings as it is. Samartex have opened up a 5-point gap there, and it's tricky because Nations or Chinamane Kotoko, Adriana Stars have a tough game tomorrow.
They are playing Olympics at Accra Sports Stadium.
Yeah, Olympics on and off. Olympics, right? They're not in the top 10, are they? No. And in Swatraman, Birkum, Chelsea.
Swatraman is coming to play Legon City. Maxwell is coming back to his former club.
Tough.
Samuel Birkum, Chelsea is playing between United.
Yes, they're also playing between.
Another tough game. So, as for Hearts, they'll stay where they are. But Midyama can also pick up.
They are playing Dreams.
Yeah, tough
the
game.
2 reps in Africa.
Tough
now Midyama is not in there. So let's see how Dreams.
Yeah.
Dreams lost their standing game on Wednesday against Nations, and then Midyama beat Adriana.
Yeah, Dreams, Midyama could be on 35 as well, knowing that Kotoko, even if they win, it's going to be very difficult, very tough. And you know what, Coach? Midyama, Kotoko, Hearts, in that order, if they get their act together, you would say so they can be favourites, but on current form, Kotoko is not looking that good. Hearts of Oak have just lost. Midyama are beginning to pick up. They beat Adriana. Adriana is still in the top 4, so it's tricky. Accra Lions, we saw them there in the second half of the league. Back to the top again. Okay, Accra Lions there, they're looking good. Bibiani Gold Stars on 28 with Great Olympics and Legon Cities. Olympics know that if they lose or draw,
these are tricky.
Very tricky.
Accra Lions is going to Birkum on Monday to play RTU, and look at the position of RTU, and then the form that Accra Lions find themselves in, and then looking at the Bibiani Gold Stars, they'll be going to Pando to play Heart of Lions. Looking at the position of Heart of Lions, Olympics are staying at Accra Sports Stadium to play Bibiani Gold Stars, and of course Legon City will stay at the Theatre of Dreams and play in Swatraman, and then Bofakwatano will be hosting Kerala United. So it's going to be a difficult one. Come tomorrow and Monday.
All right, guys, 10 seconds, final words. It's a wrap. Our time is up.
Yeah, we are. I think that the league is still good. There are more room for an improvement. I think that Samartex have shown that they are ready and they are willing to carry the league trophy. And of course, Hearts and Kotoko are also fighting to come up. Nations FC, they've shown some games that they can also do what Adriana came to do when they came to the Premier League for the first time under the late Herbert Adu. So I think that it has been very good. Heart of Lions under Bashir Ford also trying as much as possible to come out of relegation. So let's see how it goes.
The new Kumasi derby is tomorrow.
No doubt.
Big game. The first round, it was one of the best games that we saw.
That's it. Yeah, so pasta into no. Listen to that. Or suffer. All right, our time is up. We'll be back tomorrow. 2 games in the afternoon, and then, of course, 6 o'clock. Kotoko will be in action against Nations. We'll bring you that as well. And well done to the LOC so far. I think we've learned some lessons in terms of getting everybody involved in sports management and organization. Cape Coast, you saw that. Accra, we saw that. A little trick here or there. GFA would also definitely tap into that space. Football, obviously, is not dead. It's about resuscitating the interest anytime there's a match. And you can feel Cape Coast and Accra. It means there's something that can be done. Anyway, our time is up. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye for now.